Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently 8:19 AM. We're at Campbell Street. It is 18.4 degrees Celsius, 99% humidity. The date is Sunday, May the 19th, 2024. So let's have a look through here. Community nursery. Looks like it's only open Thursdays. Going by the signage. I've taken a photo, so hopefully that'll show up. Now let's see what's been recommended through here. That's my distance from home. Let's go have a look. There's a plaque over here. And a dog. We'll take photos of the plaques and that and put them on the end of the video because they'll be a bit harder to read for a video. Australia's Open Garden Community Scheme Grant winner 2000. The community project received funds from the Australian Open Garden Scheme on behalf of the nation's garden, proudly supported by ABC Radio. There we go. It's a bit not the easiest to read. Okay. Hopefully that shows up, and we'll try and get the signage here, which is a bit covered over. It makes it a bit harder to see. Showed in the video. It needs to be cleaned up. Do not attempt to take any plants. Well, I don't intend to. Yeah, so you got to walk way through here. It's sort of like that Norm's track. Yeah, it's a little bit overgrown though. So it makes it a bit harder. We might switch the camera over into low light mode. It should brighten it up so we can see it a bit better. I forgot to do that when I walked through the Norm's track last time. I think there's two different ways. Should have went the other way. Oh well. Yeah, thanks to David for requesting this one. Much appreciated. I had no idea it was even here. I've lived here all these years. I've never heard anyone ever mention that it's there till you mentioned it, so thanks for that. I mean, the table and chairs here I would never sit at. See how horrible they are. I'll come back through here one day when it's been sunny for days and get some better photos and that. A video. Let's get a couple of photos, which will end up on the end of the video. I will show the video. You can do it with a good cleanup like Norm's track. This is the old school Johnson Shire Council style table and chairs. Get some more photos on different angles so that hopefully a chance to see them. Now I've been enclosure. Something different. So there's parts where there used to be plaques, but they're gone now in some spots. But when we see them, if I notice them, I'll get photos. It's a bit overgrown here. Thing is, spider webs too. Okay. And yes, mosquitoes galore. Yeah, and ANZAC Remembrance, what's it say? ANZAC Remembrance Grove. There we go. You think that'd be something that would be overly looked after? That's what I would think. But no, a lot of tree roots here, so if you ever come through here, you'd be wary of all that. It's hard with the lighting the way it is, but hopefully you can read the sign. I'll show it from a couple of different angles, so there's more chance of it being readable. You can see there's a couple of plaques and stuff. Well, there's one coming up that I can see. And I think a couple of things showing what trees are, particular trees. Could see a scrub turkey before, but while I was taking photos when I first come in, so I didn't get to show it. It might be best to wear boots through here. If you come through on a day like this. ANZAC Remembrance Grove. This is one I saw on Dave's photos. How can this not be more, actually publicised for tourists and that? I don't know. They're not the best, our council, at they like to say that they promote the town, but they don't. Not overly. Wow, there's a lot of these plaques here, but they're hard to get to. Some of them you just won't be able to read. There's the name of the tree. I think in photos it'll show up better. Show what we can on video. Like the tree canopy and that. As much as we can. This one here is a bit more, might be a bit more clearer to see. Yeah, I just need to come through here and clean them. Show the tree as much as we can. How many people have lived here for so many years and didn't know this was here? Let me know in the comments. Got people's names and that on it. From Innisfail State School. Oh, Minicon. Minicon. Sorry that the camera struggles a little bit. There's only so much I can do. Gonna read a Irish State School on there. So you'll have a big slideshow to watch at the end of the video if you're interested in it. I'm interested in seeing all the plaques that I can show. That I can get to. Because some of them are in a strange place. Where they're hard to get over to. Yeah, like the ones over there aren't easy to get to. You've seen Innisfail State School on that one. Yeah, I had no idea whether you're allowed to come through this sort of area because they don't promote it. I mean, I'm sure people will come across it by accident, walking through. Like, oh, see the signs and that. So they don't even have signs about it on Campbell Street, which they should. They certainly should. You can go through here. It's a fair bit to walk, I think. Around. A lot of nice trees. Tree canopies. Phenomenal in parts. You can see the sun going through it all. Try and show as best as we can. There's only so much you can do. One person. Let's see. The plaque says it's too covered over. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, some of them are just unreadable. I'd love to show them all so people could look and see, oh, I know that person. Show them. And they can see where the tree was planted and all that. Or where they planted the tree, I don't know. Back in the day. Like, most of these say 2000 and 2001. the plaques that I can read. That was one I showed before. Gundy State School. Painted by Gundy State School 2001. Got to walk in a way I'm not slipping over too. Cook Council College. Good to see all the school names mentioned. Yeah, the local school names. For those who don't live here, yeah. Union Creek State School. Like that Loft Park used to have things like this around. More about the tree names, not people who planted them. There's a big roundabout at McGowan Drive, but that's never been looked after for years. It was there when I was in primary school and high school. Or at least high school. Yeah, so it's hard to get over to these because the tree roots are just gone crazy. Never been maintained. Well, they might have years ago, but not these days. I think if you're going to build things like this or build infrastructure of some sort, it's best to look after it. Put a decent pathway in, or cement pathway. Wouldn't look right here, but at least asphalt or something. Back where we just came from. Mosquitoes. Trying to get some photos at the same time so we can get a better idea of what it was like through here. Another one that might be readable. Cook Council Primary School. Written on it. Sarah somebody and Jacob Becchio. That's good. It's got 2004 written on it, that one. There you go. Go quiet for a minute so you can hear the surroundings. The birds and all that. Insects. Show the ones that are easier to read, or at least get photos. Yeah, they just need to come through and clean the plaques, at least. Short cassowaries and things like that come through here. Okay, so there's a whole heap of things down there too. Let me see, let's get a quick photo. Or two or three, as we do. It'd be a nice little walking track for people if they had a decent pathway through here for exercise and all that too. It's shady, especially in winter. It'd be beautiful through here. Let's see what's up here. This might be all part of the botanical gardens, this part. I think it might be where it leads up to it. Yeah, that's all. The other direction's all like straight ahead from before. It's all like swampy looking. That's a bit hard to walk through, but we'll go through the botanical gardens part, which is only really ever mowed and pressure washed now and then. It's not really overly looked after, but we'll show it because it's part of history. It's part of the way it is here, the way it was. And we'll change over to just your normal recording mode rather than low light mode when we get to the right spot. So I know this part quite well, so I knew this was here. So there should be signage down there that you can see from here saying that there's one, and a track going through, a proper track, showing that that's all there. That's where a bin used to be. One of the many bins taken out, seating that I wouldn't trust sitting on. Looks like it might fall to bits. So, I love the light shining through, the sun shining through. Yeah, so you can come out there too from that walk that we just did. Okay, well, we'll go along this whole track and come back. Maybe go back out through the ANZAC track, I don't know. See what time it is by then. Might have enough time that we can go to Warrina Lakes. Show just a little bit from this side. And yeah, you see it gets real slushy, so you can't really walk through there. There is stuff through there. Just makes it hard. See where it gets all mossy and mouldy and all that. It's a beautiful spot for a photo just then. I just took it. See that on the end of the video. All the mould and that showing through. Would be a nice place to even have markets or something through here. Some sort of ANZAC Day celebrations. If they'd done it correctly, could have had the march through here. Yeah, if it was cleaned regularly. And now you could even have a march through here of some sort. Be amazing. Beautiful location. Make the pathway a little bit wider. So, Blue Mountain Butterfly, the Mission Beach one. I don't know if it's showing up there. Anyway, I'll go quiet so you can hear the birds and that. to the community nursery is, where I came in before.
Kilometers completed. Duration 47 minutes 3 seconds. 4,392 steps. Heart rate 125.
You see the park on here, or it's still here. No, it's gone. Oh, it's sort of there. The Dr. Marco one needs to be cleaned. Don't know how well it'll show up on here. Photos. 1920 to 1992. May his love of Innisfail and people be remembered. Dr. W. N. Bill Markle. Try and get a photo of the whole rock. Nice. A video showing it. There we go. Well, we might switch over to normal mode now. It's not as dark here. There we go. We're back again on normal mode. Show what we can. Yeah, it's underutilized, this area. It'd be nice if they utilised it, made it better. Make it safe for people to walk on, or use their mobility scooter. Or I wouldn't recommend coming along here with crutches or a walking frame or rollator, any of that sort of stuff, even a wheelchair. We'll go across and show this little lake over here. Look, I knew all this was here. I've seen all this before, many times. It's a bit slush, this part, but not as bad as it could be. Yeah, I love all the lilies showing through. Really nice. We'll try and capture that as much as we can. With the lighting, it's a bit harder, but we'll get some photos at least, so we can put them on the end. And see bees and things. Always dragonflies around. Yeah, it's pretty sad that the place really isn't that looked after. It says something for the people who are meant to maintain it, I don't know. Trying to show the sign in the photo here. Okay. See, it's all mossy in that here, which would be no good for a lot of people. Yeah, if you have mobility issues, I wouldn't say come through here. Because you've got someone guiding you through and helping you through. Now, this used to have something to do with a horse on here. You can't really read it now because it's... So you can see the pathway there that I walked through before. Or part of it, maybe. Not sure. But anyway, there's a horse thing over here. It's got horseshoes on it. It's not readable anymore. It's not cleaned off. You think even relations of people to do with these things. Different plaques and things would come along and clean it. Maybe they're not around anymore, sadly. But it's a beautiful location here. Remember, it used to all be swamp back in the day. Remember seeing it in 1990, early 1990. Some of these are a bit wobbly. Let's pay this here. Very much so. I wonder what they built out these little bits that branch out a bit here. They've got them in a few places. They were going to add extra to it. Looks nice through there, but it's too slushy this time. One day when it's been sunny for weeks on end or something, if that happens, I'll come through. That's the trouble with the tractors and things mowing. They rip up the grass and it all comes across here. Some nice flowers there. I'm trying to get some photos to put on the end for it of the mowing. It's a bit sloppy through here, a bit slushy. We'll walk a little bit slower. No duck scared me. I didn't know it was there. It was camouflaged. Next thing you know, it's flapping its wings. Like, oh. I didn't want to disturb it. Yeah, see, it's all marshland and swamp and stuff through there. Sorry about any noise from my shoes, but there's only so much I can do. The spot here is amazing. I'm just trying so hard to capture it on the phone. Make photos of it where this sort of paperbark looking tree is. Gum tree type thing. And all the flowers behind it. Oh, just changing hands. Have to change them regularly because I do have arthritis, bursitis, fibromyalgia, all that mixed in. Yeah, this part here looks beautiful. It's just hard to capture it. So that's coming down here. If you can walk properly and you look around and be careful where you walk. It's nice. Come down, take photos, take video, put them up on social media, hashtag it, visit _Innisfail. It's one of my hashtags that I do, so people can find it. Put the date on it if you can, name the location, things like that. So we're nearly at the end of it, but I'm going to go around because I haven't shown the other half of it. But we will show this trees on rivers signage here, which isn't that old, so it should be easy to read. I'll take photos. You can pause the video when I through the slideshow to have a read of it. Get as clean a shots as I can of it, and the Botanical sign and the plaque and all that there. Dr. Botanical Botanical Gardens. I'll get photos of all that in memory of D. Penman, A.E. Hadrill, S.K. Page, and W.W. Williams, C. Gibson, Foundation members of the FNQ Horticultural Society 1946, erected 1991. So we'll definitely get a photo of that. Or 3 or 4, like we always do. The more you get, the more chance you've got of getting the ultimate shot. Try and get the Markle sign too, at the same time, and then a zoomed in one, so you can read the plaque. And then there's signage up here. Sorry, the camera moved really fast then. Wasn't intentional. There we go. We'll show it on video. So if it's readable, feel free to pause. It's readable on video. But otherwise, look for it in the slideshow at the end. Ready for rain. Yes, we'll take photos of that as well, like we always do. For some reason the camera went into portrait mode. Okay. That's where we were before, where we come out of. Now we're going to go around here. So that for a minute while I send a couple of photos to a friend of mine. There we go. And we'll continue on our track. Pathway down to that rock where I showed before, where it had the Botanical plaque on there. It's one of the ways to get through there to cut around. But we're going to go around here because we haven't shown that this time around. I've shown it other times. I've done scooter rides through here as well, back when the scooter was working. Gonna make it so you can hear the surroundings, the birds and all that wildlife. Pretty abundant here. This would be a beautiful spot for picnics and that. They should market it. I don't know. I don't get why they don't. To have some bins here and market it for picnics and stuff for people. Or a pathway that comes across here, nice pathway to it, but it's not all slush. And in summer, and that'd be nice. Even in winter, when it's dry, if we get any dry moments. This whole pathway all the way around needs to be replaced. Proper cement pathway would be great, it'd last longer. There's parts that are you just can't walk it. Back where we just came from. I think up here might be impassable unless I go around it, but I'll show it so you can see what I'm talking about. On the pathway up here, where water and mud and stuff accumulates, and that. You can see where people have ridden push bikes through here. Yeah, this might be impassable, this part. Beautiful spot through there too. That'd be a nice place for a wedding. Through there if it was done up properly. Right time of the year. And that. Yeah, see up here, this is just terrible. Might be able to walk through where the parts of it I think are fine to walk through. See where footprints are. You can see bird prints and that.
Duration 59 minutes 37 seconds. 5,415 steps. Heart rate 124.
Yeah, I don't know. Might even be better sometimes walking out here. But I want to get around there. So I'll see what I can do. You can hear the bells from the Catholic Church from here. Now I could hear them earlier. But that was when I was in Ernest Street, near the Central School, I think, in part 1. I doubt you'd be able to hear them in the video. Hey, look at all the birds that walk through here, through the mud. That's pretty cool. Different size prints and that. That's one of the plus sizes to the mud here. You can see that. Now we're nearly up to where it's fine to walk. Well, get some of the mud off. Yes, so thanks for watching this video. We're going to keep continuing around and show what we can show as best as possible. So hopefully you're enjoying the video. Let us know in the comment section. Press like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff that lets us know that you're enjoying these videos, and we'll continue along. Yeah, beautiful day. I do like the shadows of the trees going across, or the light's going through little bits of it. That looks really nice on the pathway here. I'd love to have the latest Insta360 camera come along here and do an actual proper 360 video where you can turn the camera yourself in video by turning your phone and all that, so you can see everything. That would be phenomenal. Then you get a choice of what you see. Yeah, the very latest Insta360 camera. I can't remember the model number of it, model name. Would be amazing to have for this sort of stuff. Don't know if we can get across to the signage, but I'd love to be able to. I think it's the same as that other one. I'm not sure. Yeah, we can get across to it. It's all good. T-R-E-E-D, tree drain. Yeah, tree drains absorb pollution. Yeah. Because you've got the bit of the sort of creek through here too. Maybe we'll show the sign and then I'll take a couple of photos of it. Sorry if the photos don't come up in order. Only so much I can do, one person. But you'll get an idea of what it was like to come along here. The way I try to do it is what it was like if you were here on this particular day at this particular time. This is what you'd see. This is how it was. We've had plenty of rain since December last year. So that's why a lot of it's soggy. Doesn't matter how much sun we get, it stays soggy, a lot of it. Yeah. So sometimes the camera goes a little bit out of whack, so I've got to tap the joystick twice and it adjusts it. Yeah, but coming up where that bin and the seat are, so once we get to the part that goes across, we'll go back to the start of it all, where the Botanical stuff is. Botanical Gardens entrance, the main entrance. It's too slushy to go back through the ANZAC thing. I'd love to, but we'll wait till another day when it's been sunny for weeks and it could be a lot drier, easier to walk through, easier to show. So we'll go up to where that rock thing is with the Botanical plaque on there, and then we'll go across, head back across. So it takes a little bit to get back up to that. There's the old bin enclosure stuff where the bin would have once been, and the old chair. I like to show that stuff for history. It's what we used to have here. Sort of bins. Not too far up, I don't think. To where I can go across. Yeah, I can see it, I think. Oh, there's one of the ways across anyway up here, I think. Not too sure. But I showed all the moss and that earlier. I know, it's further up. We go across. Well, there's one of the birds, I can see it, but I don't know if it's sharp in video. Trying to get 2x zoom. You get my photos of the tree canopy. Anyway, let's continue along. Yeah, all these places would be great for picnics. You don't want people leaving rubbish around though. It's anything. But it's just underutilised. Like Jamie's truck, if you know, you know. Yeah, it's definitely beautiful around here, but with tyre tracks and stuff, there's only so much they can do with mowing in the wet weather. But cleaning off all the mud and stuff regularly, and leaf blowing and pressure washing and all that wouldn't go astray. Once every couple of weeks it really needs doing. Oh, it's a lot of work, I do get it, but if people are paid to do it, well, give people some more jobs to do it. Create some more jobs to keep this all spick and span and great. While looking natural too, but just like make the pathways cleaner, whip snip around, put bins back in, all that stuff. So here we go, we can go across now. Peewee and a wagtail, really wagtail, peewee bird. They're usually quite friendly, but they're hanging out together. Don't know how well it shows on video, but hopefully. Yeah, if you're quiet around them, they're pretty good. Can't watch them forever, it'd be nice too. For a video on that. Let's continue on. How many kilometres have I done now since I started the video? Or since I left home is what it is. 5.54 kilometres. By the time I get home, it's usually about 10, 11 kilometres, depending if I do any extra videos. Of course, usually I try and get more than one in each day now. Sometimes they're not as long because I'm doing multiple in a day. So, there's moths or butterflies over there. Yellow ones. They're very common around Innisfail. See them at home. The garden. They're quite friendly too. They hang around. If you're quiet, they come back. As you're going up towards them, they sometimes fly off and then they'll come back. Dragonfly over the other side, but it's hard to pick it up. It's on the banks of this little creek. A lot of green ants here, so I'm not going to hang around too long. Pathway here, little bridge. Might actually be time to replace that bridge. I don't know, it's getting a bit rickety. That's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice there. Just that little spot there, if the grass wasn't in there, it would have been great. I know there used to be a tree in here, I think, back in the day, in the circular bit. I'm taken away. But anyway, we're nearly at the end of it all. What we'll do is we'll go to where we go across the bridge in between places. Between the whole thing. And we'll stop. We'll see if we can see the turtles on that little pontoon thing. And then we'll mosey on. There's people already in here. Someone jogging past before. Nice to show people using the area as well. Getting just have a look. It looks good for the video too, and for the town, showing that things being utilised in use. Yeah, nice pink flowers over here. Okay, so do reply to a text message. That's where we were before. The Botanical garden signage, and in memory of D. Penman, A.E. Hadrill, and S.K. Page. Guess that's Page Park, Hadrill Park. Don't know if there's any Penman Park around, but W.W. Williams and C. Gibson. Yeah, I don't know. Page Park's near the Commonwealth Hotel. See people come back around here. Try to show from behind and that a bit, just to show people using the place. This is a beautiful spot. Just here, I just don't know how well the camera will show it up. It's lighting, because what I see through the screen is a little bit different to what actually comes out in the video. It comes out a bit clearer and a bit brighter in video. So the crocodile fixed up and with water coming out of it would be great, but no. It's a mini rail track. If you look at Innisfail mini rail Facebook group, you'll see when they run their train and that. No fishing allowed. I have seen kids fishing in here when they're not meant to. Yeah, I've got a lot of photos of this particular spot because it's just so nice over the years. And it's nice when there's reflection showing of the rotunda and all that across there, the little huts and that. It's more hut than rotunda. Let's get a couple of photos anyway, like we do, and I want to get photos of the tram and railway crossing part. Well, that's all still here, because you never know. Well, if they do this all up eventually, like they keep mentioning, but nothing happens, then yeah, it's good to have it, video of it, photos. Remember they actually had a crocodile in here and had to close the place for a week or so. Well, the real crocodile got removed. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Remember when that was all in the news? So, another one of the The cool of it had the lights when the train come along, the two red lights. That would look cool. Yeah, all this needs fixing up. Wow, looks horrible. Try not to be a negative Nelly, but you know, it can be dangerous for people. Twisted ankles and whatnot. See if we can see any turtles. There is something there. See them coming up just before. But we'll check through here first. Oh, that's all good. Like I said, you know, this camera doesn't zoom in enough, but do what we can. While we're here. Often where there's ripples in the water, their heads poke up. Here the ducks. And geese and whatever there is there. Oh, there used to be peacocks through here. I remember back in the day, a friend of mine mentioned it the other day, and I thought, that's right, there was too. Because you'd see peacock feathers and that, and you'd see peacocks back in the day. Back in the 90s, yeah. So we're going to get in here and see what we can see. Used to see a lot more birds around. It's probably the time of the year where some of them are nesting in that too. There's a few turtles. We'll just keep the camera facing the water for a bit and just hope we can see something out of it. Try and get it straight. There's a few of them coming. Hopefully they'll show up. I don't know how many turtles there are in there. Out of interest. Be a fair few. Maybe hundreds, I don't know. We've shown that mural multiple times, so oh, they've closed off the where the it's not part of the what do I call it? Oh, part of the pump track. It's a different part. Alright, we'll go and have a look at that before we do anything else. Before we forget. See what they're doing, see if there's anything put up there. I think that's the main entrance, like the pathway and all that, which I've shown multiple times, so we'll show that it's closed in. Yeah. There is all things set up for something like a wedding or something, some sort of party. Wish they'd set up this again and have that going. windmill. Used to look really nice when it was going around, had the nice sound. Oh yeah, they're digging up stuff. Wow. Oh, let's see if we can get around the whole thing and show it. That's what we do. Make it a longer video. We could have made it a part 3.
6 kilometers
Yeah,
completed.
that whole
Duration
walkway's gone.
13 minutes.
Lucky I got video of it not long
3
ago.
seconds.
Oh, it certainly needs to be done up.
1,543 steps. Heart rate 127.
Yeah. If you ever see anything like this, let me know. If I haven't shown it in video, if you haven't seen it in any of my videos, let me know. I would have missed this if I didn't come down today. Oh. I know there's something set up here, so I don't want to go too close to where people are setting up stuff. Go around the outside, so I don't get in people's way. I'll probably paid to hire it. Yeah, the whole pathway's gone. Lucky I've walked through hundreds of times and shown it. Wow. It's awesome. Things are getting done. But the car park's terrible. Still need to fix that up from what they did. I'm trying to show through. Be in photos later on in the video. Yeah. All the old pavers and that. Hopefully they keep the Stray Day Grove section there. One thing I hope they keep too is, or start putting that there again. All the people who win over the years and their names. Have a whole area where there's just plaque after plaque of people's achievements and names, even what they win the award for. Would be great. Yeah, main pathway. Lucky I got so many videos and photos of it over the years. Which is why I do it, because you never know. Oh. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty cool. The entrance to Warrina Lakes is finally getting done up after all these years. It's needed it. Needed it for a very long time. The main walkway past the Australia Day Grove and all that. We'll finish the video once we've shown all this. Yeah, there's definitely some celebration or something being set up in there, so we won't go in there. Don't want to get in people's way. But yeah, alright. Lucky I've got many videos and photos of down there. That's why you do it, because you just never know. I've never seen that announced on anything to do with Facebook or the council website, so I check regularly for stuff like that. Oh, none of that. So, so we'll go down this driveway and go across to one of the rotundas, and then we'll finish the video. One of the huts. I keep saying rotundas, but the huts. We might go through the run down Innisfail mini rail station, where they really need to do it up. Really need to do some work on it. Even pressure wash it. It'll look a bit nicer that way. Nothing against it, it just needs a bit of maintenance done to it. Tell you what used to be really nice, this seat here. It used to be at Kirby's Corner. With a park on it and everything. Yeah, took Kirby's Corner, burnt down, and then they moved it to here. At least it was undercover and looked after. Now just, yeah. I've got photos of it on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. If you want to have a look at it, it's there somewhere. And that, feel free to have a look. It's all sloshed through here, of course. Until we get over in the middle part. Okay, now we can go through. But yeah, there's the mural that was done here 2023, yeah. So it was last year. But I've shown many times, I've taken many photos of it, even as it was getting done. At different stages of it. Not with the lady here, but just showing art by Lavinia. Alright, so we'll continue along on our merry way. Mosey on and all those other sayings that mean the same thing. Oh, all the turtles are on the, looks like they're on the roots, tree roots. They get up there and sunbake. I've seen them do it before. See if I can capture it. Or they jump off. Just try not to make too much noise. If I can at least get a photo. Just can't zoom. I can zoom in on the phone. Oh, there's at least one there, aren't there? There it is. No, can't keep it in focus, so I've got to leave it. Anyway, it's over there. There's one. Okay, well, let's go back on the pathway. Go around. Yeah, I'm not going to walk through there. I was going to keep going along the track, but it's a bit too slushy for my liking. I'm going to go to one of the further away things so I don't annoy anyone. Not that I'm going to be doing anything loud, just relaxing, resting. Yeah, I really wish they'd do this windmill up. That's what we were before, coming towards the windmill. Go and show where the Warrina Lakes pool used to be. I do a video of that on this channel. Photos on the old new Innisfail photos. Oh, look at the clouds going over, that looks really cool. Wow. Because you've got two layers of clouds. You've got the ones that look like cotton wool that's been stretched. Then you've got the other ones that look like just normal cotton wool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, lazy along. Hopefully there's no one in the hut that I normally use. Because last time it didn't have green ants, so I was happy. I think there's someone walking over to it, so might be able to. Going to do what we can do. Charge the camera up and then we'll have a rest while the camera's charging. And I'll do some more video elsewhere. Might be a part of this video, be a separate video. And yeah, I wish this was all cemented all the way down here instead of just this stuff. That's where I came last week before, whenever it was this part. You might have seen in the videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. If you want to donate and help the channel out, help it grow, have better content, better equipment, better audio, better video, better photos, check the link in the description. There's a PayPal link. Also, there's a Super Thanks button under the video on some devices. Check that out. You've got a love heart with a $sign. You can donate up to 500 Australian dollars. Check the links in the description for other videos. And that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments. Any thoughts, any things you like about the videos and that. And we'll stay safe, stay cool. And we'll catch you in the next one. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty cool. The entrance to Warrina Lakes is finally getting done up after all these years. It's needed it. Needed it for a very long time. The main walkway past the Australia Day Grove and all that. We'll finish the video once we've shown all this.